What you're about to witness is strictly personal. A direct, undiluted, unrehearsed, uncensored interview. My role is that of a reporter.
The mention of my first guest's name has been known to strike fear into the hearts of brave men and women.
I'm Mike Wallace. I'm Mike Wallace. I'm Mike Wallace.
He was tough as nails, never took orders from anybody.
Why are you sometimes such a prick?
People didn't ask tough questions back then. You invented that genre.
You're not answering the specific question that I put.
You ask tough questions that get behind the facade.
I've never seen an interview that you did not dominate.
It was my first.
I'll ask the question, please.
You're a son of a bitch. Do you know that?
Oh, come on,
You are a
Barbara.
son of a bitch.
But the folks at CBS News said, come up with an idea.
This is 60 Minutes.
We were experimenting. We were trying to find out what worked and what didn't work. Nobody thought it was going to last. That's when we began to do the real investigative stuff. We were doing things that were revolutionary.
You have no right to be here. I ask you to leave.
People started to tune in to see what Mike was going to be up to next.
There is a new billionaire in town. Trump's the name.
I don't think it's journalism. I think it's show business.
Television journalism has been coming under recent criticism. Some polls have shown that public confidence is eroding. U.S. Army General William Westmoreland today filed suit against CBS Incorporated.
The press is contemptible. I'd like you to get out of here.
Are you aware that what you're doing is seriously endangering people?
If you got a hell of a story on your hands, go after it. Temptation is for television news to go easy. Is Russia a democracy? What we're defending is the people's right to know. In television drama, few names have the prestige of that of our guest. Ron Serling will learn what he means by the price tag that hangs on success. The Twilight Zone is your own creation. You're doing it for money. How many hours a day do you work right now?
12 to 14 hours a day.
How many days a week?
7.
And because those become so large, what becomes small?
I think probably the really valuable things. You suddenly find yourself having to compromise along the line, giving so many hours to work and a disproportionate number of fewer hours to family.
How many times have you been married, Mike?
How many times have I been married? What in the world do you want to ask a question like that for? What relevance does that have? Well, that's the kind of a question that you might hear on Hard Copy or Current Affair or Four Times. Women and Larry King. What a saga. Why are you looking so serious?
Because it's an area of my life I haven't done well with. I've done...
You've been married how many times?
5.
So your wife or your love is an intruder?
Is an aside. You know, I used to say, if I came home and I had 2 messages, your wife called urgent, CNN called urgent, I'd call CNN.
No contest.
No contest.